Changsha, sing Changsha, linking the world.
The Paris 2024 Olympics showcased the diverse athletic styles of young people from around the world, especially those from Gen Z. China not only encourages young people to chase their dreams, but also provides supportive environments for them to develop their dream journeys. In 2022, relevant departments of the Chinese government proposed creating a group of youth-oriented cities in China. Changsha is one of them, and it has made itself as a youth-friendly city. In recent years, a series of activities and policies have been implemented, with positive feedback among young people at home and abroad. Hello everyone, welcome to Talk Changsha. I'm Jing. Today we are very glad to welcome a young international guest, Benjamin from Canada. And today we are going to talk about what makes a city youth-friendly according to those international youth themselves. Hello Benjamin, welcome to here and join us. Thank you so much. And could you give a brief introduction by yourself?
Of course. First off, thank you very much for having me on. My name is Benjamin Martindale. I grew up in Canada. I currently go to the University of Toronto, studying finance and economics. Although I grew up mostly in Canada, my background is pretty diverse. My mother is Chinese. My father is a mix between British and French. I spent a lot of time growing up in Toronto, but also in Europe and America as well. So I picked up a bit of Italian and French. For my mother, I also have a bit of Chinese. I can understand most sentences, but I do not speak that well.
Yeah, I know your Chinese is very great. I think your background and the experience really reflect international influences. It has definitely given you insight into how different environments and cultures can shape people, right?
For sure.
After all, whether friendly or not, the core is that all prioritize people and care about their feelings. How do you think the city is friendly to express to young people?
Well, I think friendly is actually more appropriate. Each city has its own different groups of people, whether it be in terms of behavior, in terms of way of life, or thought processes. And everybody's different in that way.
Yeah, different cultures and
Right,
different cities, different characters.
In particular, young people, in general, are usually full of vitality and creativity.
Yeah.
As long as the city can offer a place to foster this growth, to take advantage of this good traits they have, and give a place for them to grow personally and professionally, that's really good. That's what the young people are looking for. And that's what true friendliness is. It's not just between people, but between people in their city.
Wow, what you said is very touching in this story. However, young people who just starting out in society often face the limited resources for their journey. You know, they may lack funds, experiences, and good platforms to support them.
Yeah, of course.
Yeah, I believe that being friendly also means understanding and supporting the challenges they face, especially as they are just starting up.
I really think that young people are not scared of challenge or difficulty, but more scared of losing direction. Especially when you're young, you anticipate that things are not going to be completely smooth, right? But if you lose that direction, or you feel like you have no idea where to go next, that's the real challenge that young people face.
So we should always move forward with hope rather than disappointment, yeah?
Of course.
This means creating a better environment for them in terms of education, healthcare, employment, etc. It's very, very important. Which cities around the world do you think really attract young people? And what makes them stand out? Like the education, creativity, classivity, and so on?
To be honest, I believe that most big cities have a few big points in common that are attractive to young people. By their nature, they have good food, lots of stuff to do, and lots of people.
Yeah.
As far as inclusivity specifically, honestly, I would say my hometown of Toronto, Canada, is pretty good for that. I remember reading a statistic. It was around 50% of people living in Toronto were not even born in Canada.
15%?
50%. So
Wow.
all immigrants from around the world. When you walk down the street in Toronto, you can hear 20 different languages all around you.
20 languages, yeah?
Yeah, believe it or not.
Wow. A person's circle of friends may come from various around the world.
Very true, especially when you live in an international big city like that, of course. Past that, speaking on education, I believe that New York City is actually pretty much a capital of higher education in the world. I think it's just the density of libraries, universities, and people pursuing higher education that make it such a good spot for pursuing higher levels of knowledge. I've never officially attended school in New York City, but visiting friends at schools like Columbia or Parsons and just sitting in their library, I can tell that the very vibe I get just sitting there really inspires higher levels of learning.
And some young people I know who studied in different international universities are starting up their businesses and explore their interest in Changsha. The education resources of Changsha is one of the advantages of Changsha and attract some young people to come here.
As far as creativity and artistic expression goes, I think Paris in France and also Shanghai are relatively equal standing. It's this modern mix of Eastern and Western culture, architecture, fashion, even food. It's just both very unique places in their own special ways.
Exactly, Shanghai's modernization is very good and the introduction is very immersive. I had opportunities to visit different international cities and engage conversations with professionals as well as young people from home and abroad about the cities. If you were asked to use 3 words to describe the first expression about Changsha, how do you describe it?
Great question. I think the first 3 words that come to my mind are hot, lively, and happening.
Hot, lively,
And happening.
happening. Yeah.
And actually all these 3 are kind of related. So first off, I'd be remiss to not mention the heat in Changsha, especially in the summer. It's like 40 degrees every week, which
Very
is
hot.
coming from Canada, a place that goes 40 degrees negative on the regular. It's pretty different. Past that though, as far as lively, if you go down the street almost any time of day, but especially at night, it's just active, full of people. New York City is often given the epithet, the city that never sleeps. I think Changsha actually fits that a lot more. Because for example, you go by Jiefangxi at 3, 4, 5 a.m. in the morning. It's a sea of people. And I've never seen that in any other city besides Changsha, which is very interesting.
Yeah.
As far as happening, it's just, you can tell that a city full of so many people, so many young people, there's always something to do any time of day. Whether that be personally with friends or professionally, working on your own career. So Changsha is really a good place if you want to develop yourself as a person or in your career-wise, which is really interesting, really cool.
Like you, some young people like these modern styles and to enjoy this atmosphere about Changsha. You'll find this lying up with what studies have found. For example, some startup company leaders and teens believe that Changsha is the best cities about the new consumer brands to grow.
Really?
Yeah, and behind the bustling streets and the scenes of young people gathering, there is still support from business, I think.
Wow, okay.
And Changsha has set up more than 10 new youth talent stations to allow more young people to find free accommodation where they first come to the city. The famous Chinese poet Su Shi, do you know Su Shi?
That's Sudongpo, correct?
Yeah, correct, you're good. Su Shi said, 此心安处是吾乡. That means where the heart is at peace, it's my hometown.
To be honest, there's a lot of issues that come up with the young people as well. For example, if left, stuff like crime, violence, messy streets can all be seen in other cities around the world. But a place like Changsha really exhibits that as long as you have government support, you have private business support, you create that environment and ecology that supports this sort of fostering of creativity and growth to flower.
Everything is multiple facets, goodness or badness. The key is to find a balance between the two. Did you know Changsha has another reputation that is the happiest cities in China and has won the title for 16 consecutive years?
Wow, that's crazy. Especially when you consider that I've only been alive for 21 years, so they've had that title for almost as long as my entire development. It's pretty crazy to think about. Honestly, it makes sense. When you walk around the city, the happiness really does radiate around you, and you can feel it.
Yeah, Changsha's friendly is towards young people. We can see the region of Changsha being more friendly to young people, and the young people are thriving in Changsha. Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, it's a great plan, long term.
Yeah. Furthermore, Changsha is actively investing in fruit industry development by focusing on RT, AR, biotech, and R&D. I will discuss these things in the past episodes of Talk Changsha.
Yeah, I've actually seen a few of your past episodes myself.
Oh, thank you.
From based on what you've said and the guests you've had on, I can tell that a lot of the planning done by private business and government and initiatives overall is not really just in the short term, but more long-term thinking as far as industry goes and how to support young people in the city. Past that, I really find that the initiatives that I took part in were very eye-opening, whether it be from the people I spoke with, the people that organized it, or even the other young people I met during those initiatives. I can tell it's a city with a lot of heart.
Oh, thank you very much. And some friends and some others tell me that they can get some information about Changsha's industries and development, layout and trends around the Changsha.
Of course, and then even I had a friend that spoke to me recently about the City Youth Festival, I believe, which was very cool.
Sharing of festivals can really help shape how girls think. Now, let's talk about the spiritual outlook of young people.
Sure.
And the Olympic this time left a deep impression on me.
Yeah, me too. I mean, I love watching sports, so I've been following it very closely.
They are very confident and they are very brave to prove their dreams on their unique ways, yeah?
Of course. Yeah.
I think this is a good characters and strengths about Gen Z.
Right. That's what surprises me too, that so many of these athletes, these world-class athletes are so young.
Yeah, but you know, some of them come from Funan or Changsha, are popular at more than King Wen. You know, she has been Queen Wen by the middle, and they are very, very lucky, very confident, and have good strength, and to can grasp any opportunities in the match. Actually, she played 2 matches in Changsha this year to qualify the Olympic Games.
Really?
Yeah. In Changsha, I can say hosting international competitions truly shows Changsha's global capabilities. If possible, what would you like to do for Changsha?
In the short amount of time I've been here, I've really come to love Changsha. I've made some wonderful friends, had an amazing experience. I really want to make this great city I've found a lot bigger on the international stage and show the rest of the world how good this place is. There's different ways to go about that, but I think what I want to focus on specifically is bringing this good industry and advanced developments Changsha has and products alongside that to the international markets. I hope that Changsha is a place that not only can I grow myself, but transition from a student to an entrepreneur. Someone that learns more about the world, more about industry, and can connect my background, which is international, with the city itself.
Yeah. Thank you very much, and I think you can and you will.
Thank you.
Anyway, unleashing potential is crucial for youth. I look forward to the success of you and other young people. And can you offer any great ideas for making Changsha more appealing to young people from around the globe?
Of course. I believe that, honestly, any city that wants to be very, very great, it requires international communication and understanding, especially with young people. As young people bring fresh ideas, they have a lot of ambition, and they can power that into the city's development.
Yeah.
I think Changsha going forward has to link up a lot more with international mindset, whether that be in education, healthcare, medicine, transportation, every aspect. Borrowing what great ideas have transpired around the globe, but also contributing its own success as well. I think that's the key to making a really good future international city. As my part, I'll try my best to link up my international youth resources with the city.
Oh, thank you very much. And the exchange is very important for each other.
Over time, I hope more and more young people come to Changsha and see what the city really has to offer. I hope more and more people can say, 你好, Changsha.
Great, let's start from now and say together. 你好,
Changsha.